Assignment 4, Leverage Analysis. So first start on the course homepage and launch the Excel keyboard shortcut. We're going to be using Google Sheets since we all want to work in a team, and all the things that we're doing are compatible with a Google Sheet. We don't have to download it and use Excel for anything. And so because of Google Sheets, make sure that our Excel shortcuts are compatible. As much as they are compatible, make sure that is on with Control Slash. Also, end down or selecting a range or going down to the bottom of a range is different. In Excel, you hit the end key one single time and then you let it go and then hit the down arrow and you'll move down to the bottom of the range. Or if you're selecting that whole range, you hold down the shift and you keep holding the shift, but you hit the end key only once and then the down key and it will that's shift and down and that will select it all. With Google Sheets, you have to hold down Control the whole time. So if you're just moving to the end, you have to hold down Control while you hit the down arrow. If you're selecting the range, hold down Shift and Control when you hit the down arrow to select the range. Since we're using a browser, Control T to start a new tab. Control Tab to go to the next tab, and Shift Control Tab to go back to the last tab. We're going to be autofilling, Control D for down and Control R for across. We're going to be bolding with Control B. We're going to be copying Control C, pasting Control V, and pasting without format, Shift Control V, which works in Google Sheets and Excel 365. But in the labs with Excel 2019, it doesn't work yet. One day. And then Control Z for undo. So with that, let's go Control Tab to get back to D2L, Assessments, Assignments, go down to Week 4 Leverage Analysis. So we're going to be making our Week 4 table. So first, let's open up our team spreadsheet through Google Sheets. We're going to launch Google Drive. We're going to go into either the Shared with Me folder, or in my case, I've started the team folder. And in that team folder, we're going to open up our company spreadsheet, and we're going to make sure that we're in compatibility shortcut mode with Control Slash. So Control T to start a new tab. Click on the apps grid and Drive. Go into Starred. Go into the team folder, and then go into the team spreadsheet. Wait for it to load all the way. As soon as it's done, we'll go Control Slash. And yes, mine is on. Hopefully yours is too. I'm going to escape to get out of here. And Control Tab to get back to the instructions. So now we're going to make this Week 4 table. We're going to go down to I-77 and type Week 4 and bold it. So Control Shift Tab to get back. Now we can't use F5, which we would use in Excel to go to somewhere, because F5 in a browser means refresh. So we just have to arrow it over to the I column, and I'm going to use page down to get down into the 70s. Here I am, 77, and type in Week 4. Enter. Oops, I misspelled that. And then go back up to it, Control B, and we're done. And Control Tab to get back. And then the next thing is we're going to cite year data from J1. In Week 1, we have J1 to N1 having the years that we're using. So we're going to refer to that cell in our J77. So Shift Control Tab, go across one, equal J1. Enter. Go back up to it and Shift and go to the N column and Control R to autofill it. Good. Control Tab. Now we're going to copy these item names, select them all, Control C. I'm going to put those in I-78. So Control Shift Tab. So right under Week 4 is I-78, and Control V to paste. Now it's pasted it with a formatting that I don't like. So I'm going to Control Z to undo that and Shift Control V to paste it without formatting. Control Tab. Now I'm going to put the formulas in place. So citing revenue from our data is C2, and then I'm going to autofill it down to C3 for cost of goods sold. So Shift Control Tab, revenue equals C2. Now it's going to want to automatically autofill, but we don't want this because there's some things that are not in order with our data. For instance, the very next one after cost of goods sold, contribution margin isn't. So we have to escape out of this suggestion. And then go back up to revenue, Shift, go down, and Control D to autofill that down. Now we're on to contribution margin. So Control Tab. This one is a formula. It's revenue minus the cost of goods sold. So Shift Control Tab equal the revenue minus cost of goods sold. Enter. Now Control Tab to get back to our instructions. The sales, general, and administrative expenses or non-production expenses is C4, and the one right before that is a formula of the contribution margin that we've just calculated minus this SG&A. So Shift Control Tab. So equal C4, enter, and then the formula for operating income equal contribution margin minus SG&A. Enter. And Control Tab to get back. Now EBIT is C5 and below it C6, C7, C8, so I can autofill this down once I get EBIT in C5. So Shift Control Tab equal C5, enter, and then go back up to EBIT, Shift and down, and holding down Shift down to net income and Control D to autofill it down. Control Tab. Now we're going to autofill these to the other year columns. Shift Control Tab. I'm going to hold down Control and up arrow to get up, and then I'm just going to down arrow once for the revenue. Shift, Control, and holding down Shift and Control and touching down arrow once to select that range. And then I'm going to hold down the Shift while I right arrow over to the 2024 column, let go of Shift, and then Control R to autofill it across. And Control Tab, and I'm done.